The profound truth, 6 days of creation. Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Good morning and good evening to you all around the world. Today I want to share with you a profound thought. It's an insight drawn from the early church father Ephrem the Syrian. This revelation highlights the nature of YEHOVAH's word and how the 6 days of creation are far more significant than we often realize. Ephrem the Syrian challenges us to see the 6 days creation as a true and descriptive account of YEHOVAH's creative work. He writes, "Let no one think that there is anything allegorical in the works of the 6 days. No one can rightly say that the things pertaining to these days were symbolic. Rather, let us know just what manner heaven and earth were created in the beginning." This statement is remarkable in its clarity and conviction. Ephrem argues that the 6 days are not symbolic, but an accurate description of YEHOVAH and how he created the heavens and the earth. He stands firm on the belief of what is recorded in Genesis. Ephrem's insight challenges us to embrace the Genesis account as a reliable and literal narrative. He emphasizes that the terms of heaven and earth are not metaphors, but real entities brought into existence by YEHOVAH's command. In other words, what YEHOVAH created is exactly what the text describes. Heaven means heaven. Earth means earth. The 6 days of creation are an unveiling of YEHOVAH's immense power, his attention to detail, and his deliberate intention in forming a world that reflects his glory. Every element described, from the separation of waters to the creation of man in his image, points to a creator deeply invested in his work. Ephrem's teaching also pushes us to think about the implications of taking these descriptions literally. To believe that YEHOVAH created the world in 6 days as described is to acknowledge the immediacy and power of his word. When he spoke, creation responded without hesitation. There is no sense of delay or uncertainty in Genesis. It is an account of precision and purpose. So why is this important? Because Ephrem understood that allegorizing the 6 days risks undermining the integrity of Scripture. If we view the creation account as merely symbolic, we detach YEHOVAH's creative acts from the physical reality of our world. This is not just about interpretation, it's about the authority of Scripture. So by affirming the literal nature of Genesis, Ephrem defends the word of YEHOVAH as trustworthy and precise. When we acknowledge the literal truth of Genesis, we declare that YEHOVAH's word is reliable in all areas, from creation to salvation and beyond. This has significant implications for our faith. It encourages us to see the Bible as a cohesive narrative in which every part, from the first chapter of Genesis to the last chapter of Revelation, if we can't trust the Bible and the words that we have, then we have no foundation of our faith. The same YEHOVAH who created the world in 6 days is the one who sent his Son to redeem it. His word does not change, and neither does his power. The 6 days are not arbitrary, but showcase his wisdom, order, and purpose. Each day builds upon the previous one, culminating in the creation of man as the image bearer of YEHOVAH. Man was created to reflect YEHOVAH's character, entrusted with dominion over the earth, and called to steward his creation with care and reverence. 6 days affirm YEHOVAH's sovereignty over all things. Every aspect of creation exists because of YEHOVAH's will into being. This challenges us to live in awe of His majesty and to recognize our place with His grand design. His teaching inspires hope. Just as YEHOVAH's creative word brought order from chaos, He continues to bring restoration and renewal to a fallen world. The 6 days of creation remind us that YEHOVAH is not distant or indifferent, but actively involved in the work of redemption. His creative power displayed in Genesis is the same power at work in us today. The 6 days of creation are more than historical account. They are a testament to YEHOVAH's glory, wisdom, and faithfulness. They remind us that His word is true and His love for His creation is everlasting. Let's honor YEHOVAH by embracing the truth of His word and by living lives that reflect His creative and redemptive purposes. May YEHOVAH bless you always and keep you, my brothers and sisters. Shalom.